President Donald Trump said Sunday that he is not a racist and denied that he has spoiled chances for an immigration over in Congress by using a vulgarity to describe poor country's relation between key Republican and Democratic lawmakers turned poisonous with the fate of hundreds of thousands of young immigrants in the balance. Trump blamed Democrats for failing chances for a deal addressing young immigrants brought to the United States illegally as children, and in an extraordinary statement, he called himself the least racist person. Son Tom Cotton, R.F. and David Perdue, R.G., who attended the Oval Office meeting last week at which Trump reportedly referred to Seton country, had previously said they could not recall whether Trump used the term, but on Sunday they denied outright that the president had. They suggested that a Democrat who publicly confirmed the remark, Senate Minority Whip Dick Durbin of Illinois, could not be justice. This is a gross misrepresentation. It's not the first time Senator Durbin has done it, and it is not productive to solving the problem we're having, Perdue said Sunday on ABCS. This week the accusation prompted Democrats to blast the GOP senator for impugning a colleague's integrity, while also slamming Trump and his remarks as unabashedly racist. The only administration official to speak publicly this weekend about the meeting was Homeland Security Secretary Ashton Nelson, who attended the session. She said in an interview with Fox News Sunday that she did not recall him using that exact phrase but acknowledged that Trump did use and will continue to use strong language. Vacationing in Florida, Trump spoke to reporters before a dinner at his Trump International Golf Club with House Majority Leader Kevin McCarthy. R.K. left the question of the deferred action for childhood arrival DACA program was on the agenda. Trump said he denied making the Seton country remark and said he is not a racist. Now, I'm not a racist, he said. I'm the least racist person you have ever interviewed, that I can tell you. Trump accused Democrats of spoiling chances for a deal on immigration legislation and DACA. Honestly, I don't think the Democrats want to make a deal, he said. I think they talk about DACA, but they don't want to have the DACA people as what was standing in the way of a deal. Trump again blamed Democrats. McCarthy said nothing. I think we have a lot of sticking points, but they are all Democrats sticking points. Trump said because we are ready, willing and able to make a deal, but they don't want to. They don't want security at the border. There are people pouring in. They don't want security at the border. They don't want to stop the drug, and they want to take money away from our military, which we will not do. The White House did not dispute Trump's use of the vulgarity when the Washington Post first reported it Thursday. Trump offered a vague denial in a Friday tweet, and not until Cotton and Perdue spoke Sunday did another participant challenge whether Trump had used the word Seton. International reaction to Trump's comment was strong, and U.S. diplomats in Haiti and other nations have been called to host government offices to hear the complaint directly. One of the great things about being president is that you can say whatever you want, Undersecretary of State Stephen Goldstein said in an interview. We have urged by our ambassador to indicate that our commitment to those countries remains strong. The development together stand to undermine bipartisan talk aimed at shielding from deportation immigrants brought illegally to the United States as children, including the roughly 800,000 who secure work permit under the DACA program created under President Barack Obama. Democrats have suggested they could force a government shutdown Saturday unless an agreement protecting those dreamers is reached. Conservative headliners who want tighter immigration policy and the pro-immigrant and business group opposing them have long mistrusted one another, but the sniping in recent days has been unusually fierce. Both sides now are destroying the setting in which anything meaningful can happen. Sean Rand Paul, R.K., a conservative, said on NBC's Meet the Press a tentative deal would out Thursday by a small bipartisan group of senators crumbled in an Oval Office meeting in which, according to multiple people involved, an angry Trump asked why the United States should accept immigrants from Central countries such as Haiti, El Salvador and African nations over those from European countries such as Norway. In a Sunday morning tweet, Trump declared the immigration talk to be failing. The ACAES probably dead because the Democrats don't really want it. They just want to talk and take desperately needed money away from our military. Democrats have tied the immigration talk to spending negotiation being held ahead of a shutdown deadline at midnight Friday. Republicans are seeking a military spending increase. Democrats want a DACA deal and a matching increase in non-defense funding. The bill show Democrats to attend the Oval Office meeting. The reporter Friday that Trump had used the vulgar word not just once but repeatedly. A Republican attendee, Sen. Lindsey Graham of South Carolina, issued a statement that did not specifically confirm the word used but backed up the bill account. Cotton and Perdue issued a joint statement Friday saying that they did not recall the president saying this comment specifically, but Perdue told Stephanopoulos definitively Sunday that Trump did not refer to Central country. "I'm telling you he did not use that word," George Cotton said much the same in an interview with CBS's The Nation. And here it and it was sitting no further away from Donald Trump than Dick Durbin was. Both senators pointed to a statement Durbin had made in 2013 about comment allegedly made by an unnamed GOP leader during a private White House meeting that was later denied by an Obama administration spokesman. Senator Durbin has a history of misrepresenting what happened in White House meeting, Cotton said. Ben Marter, a Durbin spokesman, tweeted a review early Sunday. "Credibility is something that built by being consistently honest over time," he said. Senator Durbin has said Senator Perdue does not ask anyone else deal with both Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, DNE, forces back Durbin, who has written a bill to grant young illegal immigrants a citizenship, but any other leading Democratic negotiator on the DACA issue to impeach Durbin integrity is disgraceful, Schumer said on Twitter. Account of the meeting have not fallen neatly along party line. Besides Graham's endorsement of Durbin account, Sen. Jeff Flake Harris said Sunday on this week that he had spoken to meeting participants immediately afterward before the Post reported Trump use of the vulgar term. They said those words were used before those words went public. Flake said Nelson is scheduled to testify under oath Tuesday at a Senate Judiciary Committee oversight hearing. Both Durbin and Graham sit on the panel and could press her for detail of the Oval Office session. The Central country remark has vexed Republicans, compelling many to make statements critical of Trump. "He can defend the indefensible," Brett Miller, Utah, whose parents are Haitian immigrants, said Sunday on CNN. State of the Union. Democrats see the comment as evidence of malicious intent in Trump policy making. "I think he is a racist," Rep. John Louis Degas said on this week. "We have to stand out, we have to speak up and not try to sweep it under the rug." But Paul called the racism accusation unfair and said the bunker outcry over Trump remarks could cut to a deal. "Is want to see an immigration compromise, and you can have an immigration compromise if everybody out there is calling the president a racist," Paul said. While Democrats have expressed openness to a deal that would combine legal status for dreamers with funding for border security measures, Republicans have tried to broaden the talk. They have targeted the abolition of a special program allowing citizens of some countries to apply for visa distributed by lottery, as well as through allowing naturalized U.S. citizens citizen to sponsor family member for legal status, a system that Republican critics refer to as chain migration. The tentative deal unveiled Thursday would give legal status and a pathway to citizenship to dreamers while also providing $2.7 billion for border security. Some of which could be used to construct the border wall. Trump has proposed the visa now offered under the lottery system would be reallocated to other immigration programs, such as one offering temporary status to citizens of nations in crisis, such as the one Trump referenced in his Oval Office remarks. Trump said in a second tweet Sunday that he wanted more aggressive measures in any deal. As president, want people coming into our country who are going to help us become strong and great again. People coming in through a system based on merit, no more lottery. He wrote echoing dozens of Democrats. Lewis said he would not vote for any government spending measure until the Dreamer issue is settled. We must not give up or give in. He said Republicans cannot pass a government funding bill without Democratic vote. There are 51 Republicans in the Senate, where 60 votes are needed to pass major legislation, and GOP leaders are facing problems in the House as well, where some Republican members have balked at the prospect of passing another stopgap that does not increase military funding. A federal judge in California last week haunted Trump's decision to end the DACA program and ruled that program participants should retain their legal status. U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services said last Saturday that it would resume accepting renewal requests from people already enrolled in the program, but there is little indication the ruling has defused the standoff. Multiple Democratic aides involved in the effort to secure a compromise said this weekend that the urgency of the situation had not changed and that Democrats are keen on securing a legislative solution to the crisis ahead of the Jan 19 deadline. Speaking on the nation, Sen. Joe Manin, DVK và urged lawmakers not to let the tussle over Trump remarks derail the talk. It was hurtful, it's harmful, it's so long have been said, he said, but let's move on, don't let it stop the whole procedure. The Washington Post told C. Franco, Amy Bewang and Joan contributed to this report.